Hello everyone, today I will tell you about one case study of e-commerce that's bookmarks only. Firstly, I will give you some information about this case study. BABAWE17140, branded as Boomer, is a German multinational company that designs and manufactures athletic and casual footwear, apparel, and accessories, which is headquartered in Bavaria, Germany. The company was founded in 1948 by Rudolf Dassler, then becoming the third largest sportswear manufacturer in the world. So, the manager of this case is omni-channel and how Boomer changed their strategies to adapt and develop in e-commerce business, realizing the benefits e-commerce business can bring to Boomer. First, deploy is e-commerce never by developing multiple teams in different religions in charge of different independent and separated tasks, such as business strategies, investment decisions, multiple e-commerce sites on different platforms. This way of doing is not effective. The relationalist and overlord bladder and very in need of a change. As a result, Boomer's global head of e-commerce, Tom David, has always seen a major obstructing of its e-commerce business. These are the way to do it. First, establish a command center in charge of brand strategies and business decisions. Second, regional teams in charge of daily operational tasks. Third, develop essential product database with unified contents, product strategies for one central website. It means unifying all previous websites with a custom-built content manager system, also known as CMS. Fourth, develop a mobile site. Utilize GPS feature to find a restock. Fifth, 9 e-commerce teams for 4 continents now combine into 3 million segments, which is Europe, North America, and Asia Pacific, and the global unit operate in above level to supervise the activities. So, next we will tell about the implements of Boomer for this strategy. But we will find out what is CMS. It is database software program specifically designed to manage structures, unstructured data, and objects in a website environment. Boomer also faced with some difficulties along the way. In the period from 2012 to 2014, Boomer profit really stuck. However, later then, they become back even stronger with a successful revival after applying the e-commerce strategies. They really focus on innovative advertising, product development, and centralization efforts, which they saw as a core value and also the biggest solution to their problems. So in 2015, you finally began to see the results. Also in 2016, for the third rank, being only behind Nike and New Balance, with e-commerce footwear. Puma reported it was the third quarter earnings of 39.5 million euros, nearly double the 20 million euros it recorded same period in 2015. So, what multiple channels that Puma work on? They maintain an intensive presence on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, and YouTube.
It's, lightweight, fast, very flexible, very simple in its design, but I think elegant as well.
It's all about allowing the foot to move naturally, yet providing a little bit of that additional propulsion to get through the gait cycle.
I think I'm a fairly typical runner, and I think if I can fix the problems for myself, then I think that translates to fixing the problems for the consumer as well.
We've got a really good understanding and respect each other, and really good at pushing each other to get the best out of what we're doing.
The first Mobium was really the first adaptive shoe in the industry. We looked at the way a cat's paw actually splays out. It does that to resist impact, so it actually cushions. The most exciting technical feature is this Mobium band. We've actually incorporated an elastic band into the bottom of the shoe.
It expands and contracts the same way your arch does.
And then as it comes back, it propels you forward. The windlass chassis mimics the windlass mechanism of the foot.
The two work together to facilitate that movement of your arch. That in itself is very unique to the industry.
The process here was just really how can we capitalize on that and how can we kind of make it better. And so the Mobium Elite Speed is for somebody who is forefoot running or looking to forefoot run.
We looked at updating the shoe in a few key ways, using a mesh that has a little bit of stretch, which is adaptive fit, so allows the foot to kind of move up in that forefoot section as you toe off. And then a really nice addition was switching out the rubber to blown rubber.
It's actually very podular. It works with the foot. It's inspired by biomimicry.
We also added a molded sock liner. We engineered in, flex grooves in that midfoot section. So as the midsole expands and contracts, the same thing happens with the sock liner.
When you first try the shoe on, you immediately notice that it's not a regular shoe. The shoe actually works with the foot. So as you stand in it, you can actually feel that tension forming as you're kind of landing. It's all about getting you up on your toes, getting you to run faster.
Now let's move on to the next part, which is answering to the questions. Our first question will be, so what is the purpose of Puma's content management systems, as known as CMS? Firstly, they do it on purpose to maintain across all subsides and pages, especially in Puma brand proving. Plus, navigating to trend. Secondly, customizing homepage such as category managers and rolling out with local, regional, global campaigns with ease. Finally, integrating with language translation tool and locating store-by-store finder within Puma's product inventory managers, as known as BIM. So let's do the second question. Why did Puma build a single centralized website rather than continue using multiple websites? They did it for achieving a consistent and cohesive brand building. Besides, it is very They did it for achieving a consistent and cohesive brand building. Besides, it is better for customer data collecting to personalize marketing and develop more appealing products. For the third and also the last question, what social media sites do Puma use and what do they contribute to Puma's marketing effort? So as I told in the previous part, the extensive presence on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube, and etc. So Puma so closely integrates social strategy, which is ordered marketing channels, and as a result, this helps Puma drive a conversation and deepen its engagement with customers. This work can also help them better understand the difference. Puma so closely integrates social strategy, which is all the marketing channels, and as a result, this helps Puma drive a conversation and deepen its engagement with consumers. This work can also help them better understand the different regional and sub-brand audience in more than 120 countries in which it operates for, especially for Facebook, based dedicated to sport, country, region, and product category were created for its social network. For several years, they have almost done trial and error approach. However, today, the data-driven approach is in order to maximize fan engagement and generate the right mix of online content to reach the best drive scale ever. What is the lesson learned from this case study? There's also some examples of omnichannel case in Vietnamese situations, especially for Orion Commercial Joint Stock Bank. On March 19, became the first bank in the country to move to an omnichannel digital platform that allows customers to switch between devices during a single transaction. With all of the bank's online and offline channels integrated, customers can start making a transaction on its website and finish the process at an OCP branch or on its mobile app. Are also others companies that have same case, like Starbucks with Starbucks app since the beginning of 2014. I have to admire their consistent strategy towards omnichannel user experience. They introduced the app with add value like free content such as music, app, videos, etc. All of value-added things updated timely by weeks. Then they started to introduce hot vouchers and happy hours. And the biggest move, and amazingly available in Vietnam, iBeacon integration for all stable stores. When you are nearly approaching the store, Starbucks notification pops up, allowing you to swipe and show your e-wallet, like iPhone. You only need to show the e-card for register and payment. This experience is so amazing, and that will keep you endlessly looped in the circle of brands. So the last situation will be BABAWE17140. Phương, founder and CEO of BABAWE17140, said that retail businesses needed to improve their finance, human resources, technology application, and governance skills. Rise of e-commerce. BABAWE17140 has spent millions of dollars adopting new technologies and recruiting retail experts to catch up with new trends.
Why do I train? I train to get stronger, to climb higher, to go further, to have the strength to cross oceans and realize my dreams on the other side.
So this case study is finished. Thank you for your listening.